This is a main landing gear off a Challenger 650 aircraft. It is in here for its first 96-month inspection. So we're going to get this in, we're going to completely disassemble it, hit all our points on that 96-month inspection, reassemble it, get it tested, back out the door to the customer. For a Challenger aircraft landing gear, we offer both detailed inspection and restoration. Challenger aircraft have many different maintenance requirements during their life cycle. For the earlier Challenger 600s and 601s, these are going to have a 60-month detailed inspection and then a 120-month restoration that is due. For the later Challenger 300 and 600 series aircraft, we're going to have a 96-month detailed inspection, going to have a 192-month restoration, and a 288-month restoration. Simpler way to put this is after the initial 96-month detailed inspection, they're going to have a restoration every 96 months following that. A detailed inspection is minor compared to restoration. We're looking at things like high load areas, corrosion points that might happen. We're performing mostly a minor disassembly with a visual inspection. A restoration is a much more in-depth process than a detailed inspection. In a restoration, we completely disassemble the landing gear down to the bare metal. This allows us to do a visual inspection. We're doing dimensional inspections, non-destructive testing, looking for cracks we can't see with our naked eye, just very in-depth. Once the landing gear is inspected, we're going to complete any necessary repairs like rechroming of the pistons, oversized bore repair of bushings. We're going to do things like replating bare metal, applying a paint layer to those for corrosion preventative. We then reassemble the landing gear, complete full functional test to ensure it's airworthy when it returns to the customer. Once we reassemble, there's a lot of functional testing that goes into it. We're going to check the compression of the oleo assembly to ensure it holds pressure, there's no leaks, there's nothing bleeding down. We fully service that unit up to make sure it can handle the load of the aircraft once it's on it. We'll perform the swing testing to make sure that it actuates, it moves, everything's good to go once it's installed back on the airplane. Also, the pivot attach points, we want to make sure those are moving freely. We've got proximity switches that are going to indicate to the pilot, to the cockpit, that the landing gear is in a certain position. We're setting switches, we're making sure those are actuating and giving the right signals correctly. During a 96-month inspection, the landing gear is just a small part of that inspection. So the airframe shop is going to be pulling out all the interior, looking at the airframe as a whole. They're going to remove the landing gear. They're going to send it to a shop like us for the detailed inspection of the landing gear. We've got the special tools, the specialized training, the component manuals, the testing apparatuses to be able to perform that side of the inspection. This usually works really nicely because as they're completing their airframe inspections, we're then working on the landing gear. So the goal is to meet those schedules together. The most common issue we find on Challenger landing gear, as with any landing gear, is going to be corrosion, wear, and cracking. Landing gear is subject to extreme loads. It's also exposed to the elements all the time. So the biggest thing we're going to find is chrome surface areas being pitted, bushings being worn out, attach point areas being cracked. When we're restoring or inspecting the landing gear, if we do find corrosion, there's a few ways to address that. Sometimes it's minimal corrosion that can be blended out. Other times it's very deep corrosion, say on axle journals, pistons, where we'll need to actually strip that chrome off and do a rechroming procedure for that. When we're restoring a landing gear, if we find cracks, there's oftentimes not a good fix for a crack. So if we run into that situation, it's typically a replacement of that part. So one of the main things we are looking for in landing gear maintenance is cracking that you can't see with your naked eyes. We use a method called non-destructive testing. This is where we employ testing techniques that allow you to see cracks you can't see with your naked eye. Again, they take high load every time they take off and land, so cracks are going to develop. We do the best we can to identify those. Engineers do the best they can to design these landing gears where they're not going to crack, but things do happen. If we take a gear apart and we find something like a worn bore or a worn bushing, sometimes there's going to be maintenance instructions that allow us to put an oversized bushing. Most time there's not, so we'll then engage our engineers. We'll show them the problem. We'll then develop a repair, get that with the FAA, get approval to do the job, and then bring it back into service. For Challenger landing gear, the good news about those is the manufacturers have a lot of repairs already written in their maintenance instructions. We do often find, though, that those maintenance instructions don't go far enough. So we've got corrosion that's deep. It may be deeper than the repairable limit listed in the book, At that time, we would look at it, get it with our engineers and say, hey, can we go a little bit deeper to address this corrosion? We're going to look at the structural stability of it. We're going to look at the calculations of the load, see if we can take it a little bit deeper to save that customer's part. When you send in a Challenger for landing gear maintenance, whether that's a 96-month inspection or the 192-month restoration, we typically tell our customers to plan about a 30-day turn time in-house with us. That's going to give us enough time to completely disassemble the gear, inspect it, find the problems. It's also going to give us the time to do the specialized repairs that are needed. Once we receive a landing gear in for inspection or restoration, we aim to have that inspection report to the customer by 5 to 7 days. On a 96-month detailed inspections, there's much less to address. It's minimal disassembly. It's mainly taking the large components off, disassembling them, inspecting for cracks, corrosion. On a 192 restoration, imagine every piece of this landing gear coming apart. We typically find more problems with a 192-month restoration. Essentially, we're looking at more items. Not to mention, it's that many more months this aircraft has been in service, been exposed to the wear and tear. The turn time is going to remain close on both the 192-month restoration or a 96-month detailed inspection. Once our guys are working on it, the landing gear team is dedicated to your part, so it's going to continue to move quickly. Again, our goal is to always nail that 30-day turn time. That way the customer can get that aircraft back operational.